Hello and welcome to Teaching with Poplet, Chapter 2, Beyond Poplet Basics. My name is Dr. Lucy R. Littler, and I'm a lecturer in the English department at Rollins College. In this chapter, we will build on the basic features we discussed in Chapter 1 of this tutorial. Specifically, we will walk through the details of adding comments to a poplet, enabling multiple collaborators on a poplet, using the presentation modes, linking multiple poplets to one another, and linking popples to websites outside of Poplet. The Add Comment function on a poplet allows you to annotate your own ideas, creating a kind of meta level to your own work. To add a comment, select the thought bubble icon just above the top right-hand corner of an individual popple. A gray line will extend from this popple, leading to a new gray popple. Type your comment in this gray popple and select Add this comment. Add as many comments as you like using this feature, and then select Back to Main in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. You can return to add more comments at a later time by simply clicking the thought bubble icon on that popple again. To delete a comment, simply select it and click the X that appears on its upper right-hand border. When you finish adding comments and return to your main poplet view, comments will not be visible unless you click on the comment icon that appears on the upper right-hand border of an unselected popple. Please note, any selected individual popple will have this comment icon, but this only indicates the ability to add a comment if you wish to do so. Like the icons for changing a popple's color or adding an image, the Add Comment icon always appears when a popple is selected. As this example illustrates, however, when you look at the entire poplet rather than a selected individual popple, the comment icon will only be visible on popples with comments that you or another user, if you've enabled multiple users, have added. Simply select this icon to view those comments. When you return to the main poplet view, those comments will collapse into that thought bubble icon once again. To enable multiple collaborators on a poplet, select the blue gear icon on the poplet that you'd like to share. Then, from the drop-down menu, select Labs and then Poplet Permissions. In the box that appears in the middle of your screen, change Editing Permissions from Creator only to Any Collaborator. Next, select the Share button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. From this drop-down menu, select Add Collaborator. In the Add Collaborator search bar, type in the name or email address of the collaborator you wish to add. If the collaborator you wish to add already has a Poplet account, select their name from the drop-down menu. If the collaborator does not have a Poplet account, you will be prompted to invite them to create one. Enter the collaborator's name and email address in the form provided and select Invite. The invited collaborator will then receive two emails. The first will prompt them to follow a link, enter their new user information, and activate their account. The second will notify them that the Poplet owner has invited them to become a collaborator on that particular Poplet. When the invited collaborator logs into their Poplet account, there will be a message waiting in the inbox on their Poplet board menu. This message will give the invited collaborator options regarding whether or not to join this particular Poplet. Once the invited collaborator agrees to join the Poplet, they have full editing power. As this example illustrates, the names of both the original Poplet owner and the invited collaborator appear in the popples they have added to the project. To use presentation mode number 1, select the blue gear icon on the poplet you wish to present. Select View and then Presentation Mode from this drop-down menu. In the lower left-hand corner of your screen, the Presentation Control panel will appear. Select Record and then click on the popples in the order you wish them to appear in the presentation. To view the presentation, select the Present option in the Presentation Control panel, and then use the right and left arrow buttons on your keyboard to move through your popples in the order you designated. To erase the presentation you created, select Clear on the Presentation Control panel. If you wish to save this presentation but return to your main Poplet view, select the small X in the upper right-hand corner of the presentation control panel. To use presentation mode number 2, select the blue gear icon on the Poplet you wish to present. Select View and then Presentation Mode 2 from this drop-down menu. In the lower left-hand corner of your screen, the Presentation Control Panel will appear. Select Add, and a shaded box will appear in the center of your Poplet. Drag and drop the box wherever you like on the Poplet and change its dimensions by dragging any of its 4 corners. When you have finished adding sections to your presentation and wish to view it, select Present from the Presentation Control panels. Use the right and left arrow keys on your keyboard to move through the presentation in the order you designated. Similarly to presentation mode number 1, you can clear this presentation, or you can simply exit the control panel to save the presentation and return to your main Poplet view. As these examples illustrate, presentation mode number 1 highlights individual popples in the order you determine, while presentation mode number 2 can be used to highlight popple groups in your preferred order. To link multiple Poplets to one another, select the blue gear icon and select Poplet Linker from the drop-down menu. A gray box containing all of your Poplets will appear. You can either select and drag a Poplet from this box onto your Poplet board, or you can enter the URL for another Poplet to make the link. The linked Poplet will appear on your Poplet board. To move it around, simply select and drag it to your preferred spot on that Poplet. To access the linked Poplet, simply click on it. If you want to embed an entire Poplet into the popple of another Poplet, simply create a new popple and copy the URL into the text space. When you unselect that popple, the URL will change to a minimized view of the linked Poplet. To access it, simply click on that popple. To link to a website beyond Poplet, enter a URL in the text space of a popple. Click on the URL to navigate to this external site. In this chapter, Beyond Poplet Basics, we looked at some of the more complex features of the program, including how to use the comment function, how to enable multiple collaborators, how to use the presentation modes, and how to link multiple Poplets and link Poplets to the web. In Chapter 3, Using Poplet in the Classroom, I'll suggest some general ways you could use Poplet and then provide a specific assignment.